All right. After 20 hours of grinding, well, not actually grinding, but trying the abyss again and again and again, and only taking 4 hours of sleep, I have finally done it. I have finally completed this spiral abyss. As you can see right here, 36 stars, and it took me a long time. It took me a long time and a lot of effort. And the best thing is that the only 5 star I used in this abyss is my diluc, because well, he is one of my main DPS, so I can't just replace him. I also have Baido, but I didn't use him. I have Chi, I have Mona, but I didn't use any of them. I only used my diluc. Alright, so I have some tips regarding floors 11 and 12. For floors 9 and 10, you can see my previous video because they are the same and it's basically just DPS check. So there are no tips there. But for 11 and 12, I have some really good tips. After 20 hours of trying, I have devised a few methods which could work to your advantage. And yeah, today I'm going to share them with you. So if you are not yet subscribed, then please consider subscribing. I am about to reach 500 subscribers and it would mean a lot if you could subscribe. Alright, so without any further ado, let's start. Here, the main issue you would face would be this Wicked Torrents, the Abyss Herald. So what I do is I keep 2 Electros and 2 Cryo in my second team. In the first half, I'll go with this team. And yeah, I know that we might face a problem with those Electro Fatui skirmishers, but well, hey, I don't have any other cryo build. If you have 3 cryos, then you can obviously use 1, but I don't have any other cryo build, so I'm going to use these here and I'll do whatever I can. Next up, this and this. Yeah. Alright, this looks good to me. Now let's see what we can do. Alright, so first half, we have some treasure hoarders. As you can see here, those 2, these big ones, will be targeting the monolith, and those 2, the archers at the back, will be targeting you. So in the first wave of these enemies, you gotta kill these big ones first. I'll kill them right now just to show. We will come back later and we will 3-star this. I'll show that run as well. Right now I'm just trying to explain whatever is going on. Yeah, the Hydro debuff might be somewhat of an issue, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. We have enough damage. Alright, so for the second half, we have the archers targeting the monolith and the big guys will be targeting us. So you gotta take out these archers first. Alright, third half, the one with the hammer will be targeting the monolith and the archer behind him will be targeting the monolith. So you gotta take these out first. Yep, I have killed them. Now I need to kill the others. Alright, so the fourth wave of enemies, the hammer guy will be targeting you, the archers will be targeting the monolith and the other treasure hoarder also. Alright, so that's pretty much how the AI is set to target. Now we'll retry and we will 3-star this. Alright, done. Now we have the second half, and here we also have 8 treasure hoarders. It's basically the same thing, you just DPS him down. There is a pattern here. The shovel guy will be targeting you and he does nothing, so you can ignore him. These, element throwers or whatever you could say, yeah, these target the monolith, so you have to take them out first. Also, the advantage of having two same type of element holders is that you will always have your ultimates. Alright, next up, these two will be targeting the monolith again. Same thing, same pattern. Alright, done. So we're done with 11-1. Next up, 11-2. Okay, so the F2P skirmishers are here, and if you have a cryo, then you take out the hydro ones first. If you don't have a cryo, then you try to take out the electro hammer as fast as you can before he gets healed. And I cannot do that. My damage is nearly not enough, so I'll take out the healer first, the hydro gunner first, and then I will take out the electro hammers, even though they would have their shields, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that one is dead. This one is left. Sir, you must die. Please die quickly. We'll do one thing, okay? We'll try to recharge all of our ultimates as well. Alright, done. Alright. Ah! Alright, dead. Now, you must die. Please die quickly. Alright, come in the circle. Thank you. Yo, thank you. Alright, now I'll just wait to get some energy, or I'll just use Kaya's. Okay. Alright, all of our ultimates are charged up. Now we can complete this stage. Alright, so the third stage is the hardest in floor 11 because we have the Abyss Heralds and we have the F2P here. The F2P might be an issue, but I'll try to take them out as quickly as I can. Next up we have the Abyss Herald, and the only problem you will face with the Abyss Herald is their shield. That takes a long time to destroy, so I have kept 2 Electro and 2 Cryo for the same. Yo, come in the circle. Alright, as you can see, you need 2 cryos, otherwise this is impossible. I'm telling the truth, this is impossible without 2 cryos or 2 electros. I mean, you need both. So if you don't have those, then it's going to be a really big pain in the butt. Alright, now we have floor 12. So in floor 12, first of all, we have the Vishaps and 2 Whopper Flowers, the same with the second side. So what I'll do is I am preparing my team for 12-3. Okay, so I'm going to be using that team here as well. Yeah, so my first team is Diluc, Bennett, Shangling and Xingqiu. My second half team is Fischl, Razor, Kaya and Diona. Yeah, so here all of them have specific roles. Xingqiu support damage, Shangling support damage, Bennett healer, Diluc DPS. This second team is more oriented towards the Oceanids and 12-3 second half. In those we have Fatui, right? So Fatui take increased physical damage, and with this we'll get super contact as well. So we'll be doing more damage to them. Alright, so for this floor 12-1, what I try to do is I try to take out the Regis Vines first. Because if you go for the Geo Vishap, then what they will do is they will charge up. You know that charging attack they do where they have to wait. They have like a shield and something. So yeah, they have like a shield there, and after that they will start hitting you constantly and it will interrupt you a lot. So what I would say is kill the Whopper Flowers first and let the Geo Vishap be collateral damage. Also, if you go to one side, if you go here, like for example, if you go here, then the other Whopper Flower will come to you. Whereas if you go to the Geo Vishap, then the Whopper Flower will stay at their place. So they can't even be collateral damage. Alright, so starting off. Alright, one more thing, yeah. As you can see, that Whopper Flower isn't coming to me. That's because if you're too far from the Whopper Flower, they will reset. Yeah, whatever damage you do doesn't matter, they will literally reset. That is a bug, I guess, because things don't generally reset in the Spiral Abyss. I'll go to him. Where did he go? Alright. Alright, done. Now for the next stage. Alright, done. Alright, so before starting this chamber, I do suggest going back to chamber 1 and getting your ultimates recharged. So I have done that and I have ultimate charge now. So we'll go with defense for this one. So the strategy I use for this chamber, this half basically, is that as soon as I chart the domain, the challenge, I will immediately go for the treasure hoarder here because he will spawn with the birds. So my main aim is to kill the treasure hoarder along with the birds. You know, the flies at the end, they are a trouble. They are running away and all that. Yeah, it's really hard. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll go for the ducks behind me because those do a lot of damage and the squirrels too. The boars, they will come to you. The boars that spawn on the sides, they will come to you. Alright, so after I kill them here, the cranes will spawn. Alright, as you can see, this is how it's done. You go for the ducks behind you because that is the place where the cranes will spawn, and the cranes do a massive damage, literally massive damage. They will literally kill you in mere second. Next up we have 12-3. Alright, we'll go with this. Alright, so for this stage we have two abyss lectors, and basically what you need to do is you need to go to either of the abyss lectors, either this one or this one, and what you try to do is basically you try to push one of them towards the other so that they take damage simultaneously. Otherwise, trust me, with our F2P damage you won't be able to do it. It's really hard. You can use Venti or Sucrose, basically crowd control unit, to push them together. I will be using Diluc because Diluc's ultimate does have some crowd control abilities. Alright, as you can see here, like I said, you have to get them together so you can hit them together, and that will take the least amount of time. If you keep them separate, then it's not possible. Alright, now for this chamber, what I tend to do is I will go for the Electrocystin mage first because she takes a lot of time. I mean a lot of time. If you go for the Fatui agent first, then let me tell you, she will start her electro attack and either you will die or you won't be able to hit her afterwards after killing the pyro agent because she teleports a hell lot. So yeah, I suggest going for the Electrocystin mage first. Alright, as you can see here, I have 36 charged the abyss. It was a really hard run and I just made it in just nick of time. But yeah, we have done this, and if you follow my guide, then I can assure you that you will get the maximum amount of stars you can get. I'll show you my character builds now. Alright, so diluc, I have prototype archaic, crimson witch, constellation C0, talents 9 10 10. I'll show you my attributes. Alright, Albedo I didn't use. Xingqiu, yeah, I have a shit ton of energy recharge on Xingqiu, 230. And I have hydro damage this, that's it. Weapons, festering desire, artifacts, noblesse oblige, C3, talents 6 9 12. Razor, talents 9 8 9, constellation C1, artifacts 4-piece gladiator, weapons snow tomb star silver, attributes here. Physical damage I have 122.8% and energy recharge 121 and all that other stuff. MC I didn't use. Diona, Favonius Warbow, 2-piece maidens, C3 and 1711. These are the stats. I have a shit ton of energy recharge on Diona as well, 223.9. Next up we have Kaya, my man. Alright, Kaya, cryo damage 46, energy recharge, crit damage, crit rate. Alright. Weapons, okay, Lion's Roar, because I got this shit at R5 and I didn't have any other weapon to give him. Like if you see here, I wanted more cryo damage, and for that I gave him level 90 Lion's Roar. I also have Flute, but it's at level 1. Next up we have Baido. Baido is basically, I haven't built her properly, like not even a bit. She has energy recharge 196 and electro damage bonus. Weapons, sacrificial greatsword, thundering fury, gladiator, C3, talents 3 11 8. And Bennett, yeah, Bennett 138, constellation C1, artifacts 4-piece noblesse, skyrider sword, and these are the stats. I have like a shit ton of energy recharge on him as well. Alright, Shangling, 42, 136, 162 energy recharge, and pyro damage 61.6. Weapons, white tassel, artifacts 2-piece crimson, 2-piece noblesse, constellation C4, talent 6 8 11. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this guide, and if you did learn something, if you think that you can 36 char the abyss, then please drop a like, comment, and tell me if you were able to 36 char this after seeing this guide. And it would mean a lot if you could subscribe as well, as this guide took me around 20 hours to make, because the abyss right now is really hard. I had to time everything perfectly. And alright, so that's pretty much it. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.